If you use several data entry personnel, or just do not want to share your computer with a helper, you are going to appreciate the time-saving data export and import features in Voir DIY. Step 1. Make sure each data entry person has downloaded and installed a copy of the free data entry version of Voir DIY from our website. Step 2. You as the attorney will begin this process in the Case Information screen by choosing a case ID. You can use a name such as Jones versus Brown or a number as you see here. At this point, you can fill in the rest of the case information or wait until later. What is important now is the case ID. After that, you will move to the Criteria screen. In the Select Criteria screen, you will choose or create the criteria you deem important to your case. This will determine what data is collected and entered by your data collectors. In this example, we only have 4 criteria. You will, of course, have more. But when you're finished, you simply export your data entry file, identify it by your case ID, and save your case. In this scenario, we will be using 3 data entry personnel, Mary, Susan, and Mark, each with their own copy of the free version of the software. Mary will be entering the prospective jurors' names and will also be acting as the primary data manager, sending the file to the other data collection team members and receiving the files back and then importing their data and compiling the file into one master file to return to the attorney. Mary receives the initial file from the attorney with the criteria entered. She opens it and she places it inside the Voir folder located in the My Documents folder. She just pastes it right inside there, closes it, and then she'll be able to open the case. Now she will go to the data entry screen, and here she will enter all the potential prospective jurors' names. As you see here, once the names have been entered, she will then transfer this file to the 2 data collectors by email or flash drive. So she will save the file, and then she'll browse to the Voir folder, and she'll copy this file and send it by email or flash drive to Mark and Susan. Susan receives the file, she opens it, and then she enters the characteristics that she found by researching public records. So let's take a look. She has researched the police report and involvement in lawsuit, and we can see that that's been done. So once she completes entering her data, she saves the file, and she returns that file back to Mary, and that's found in the Voir folder. Mark has received the same file, which he has opened on his version of the software and entered the remainder of the data. So you can see that he's entered the top 2 criteria for each person. And when he is finished entering his data, clicks Done, Save Case, and he will send his data file back to Mary as well. In order to keep the files separate and organized, Mary will create a folder for each data entry person and place their completed files within. So you can see each person has the same name file, but they each contain different data. She will begin the import by opening her original file. So we'll go to Open Case, Load Case File, and you can see here that the criteria are in this file. This is the original file, and the prospective jurors' names are in this file, but right now there's no characteristics have been entered. So what she will do is she will go to Import Data and Browse and Import Marks File, Import, click Done, and Save Case. It's very important. Now when you look at your data entry, you've got Mark's data entered. And now import the rest of the data. Import, done, save case. Now take a look at your data, and it's all there. Mary will review this master file to be sure that all data has been entered and then transfer this file back to the attorney. The attorney will now be able to review the full compilation of each prospective juror along with the criteria. The attorney can now view the CYA report. This is the Cumulative Yield Analysis, and this reflects the initial rank order of the group based solely upon the pre-court data entered. Of course, these steps can be completed very easily by one person on one computer, but in order to work effectively, many attorneys will split up these tasks, as here described. Sometimes an attorney chooses to split the prospective juror list and have one person collect data for one half and another person for those remaining. The data is imported and compiled in the exact same manner for this process too.